classroom, and actually when I went back, we went to a French restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and the waiter was from France, and I asked both of the waiters, could you please only speak in French? Don't even let them know that you speak English. And so it was very, very funny because some of the kids would ask certain questions or would be saying things to me, and the waiter would think that they were speaking to him, and there was just a lot of comedy occurring. And but at the same time, the kids were like totally like, okay, I need to know how to say this in French, and they had little slips of paper for some of the ones that felt like they needed it, and so it was a great experience. Except we did have one experience which I would classify as lost in translation. It was le poulet avec la sauce de champignon et pâte. Now, pâte to me is pasta.
Yes.
Well, in the end, pâte in this case, in this dish, meant pastry. So it was like a French pastry with this chicken and mushrooms on it. And so, of course, when my students received this, Madame Tavignac, this isn't pasta. And I looked down and I'm like, you're right. This isn't pasta. This is a real life situation. If you travel and you think you're going to get something, it may not be exactly what you thought.
Way to go.
Because it possibly could be lost in translation. And then we, of course, started all laughing. But, I mean, I was in as much shock as the students were. So it was a real authentic experience.
Great. So to differentiate motivation and investment, and I think you're on the right track. So motivation is something that can be external or internal. But when you described that wonderful incident about the students going to the restaurant and that you had developed that activity as a kind of motivator, the ability, the work that was required of the student to get ready to go to the restaurant, that learning time is their investment.
Okay.
So they need the time, the energy, the willpower, the commitment to be able to get ready to go to the restaurant, to have the best, to make the best of that experience. So we need to have both.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay?
And the students were very invested in it because they learned the key phrases that I thought, well, maybe he'll ask you this, maybe he'll ask you that. How would you respond? What things do you think he might ask you? And so we did a lot of brainstorming, and they were very excited for the overall experience.